Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities. Here we offer you. We gon' show you on your way. The content it never stays. We're positive and uplifting. Once a week the scope gifted. There's zero to fake. Hydration like Boucher.
What is up, everyone? Welcome, in my opinion, to the livest media, tech, and pop culture show in the land. This is MediaScope, and it is Friday. All things media tech. We already have a comment, so I'll get to your comments in just a moment. This is MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture. Here we go. We're here every Friday, usually, when I get up to it, every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time or 8 p.m.-ish. When we go back to Indie Soup Media, when we're off this week, next week when we go back, it will somewhere between 8 and 8:30, right? That I come on. So just 8-ish, let's say that. And we are on all these platforms: YouTube, what's up, YouTube, Facebook, or Bookface, as I like to call you, Instagram. Well, we're not doing Instagram anymore. I told you that. So Instagrammers, I love you. But if you want to see us, you need to come to the tubing of the U or YouTube. We're on LinkedIn and Twitch as well. And then if you happen to be lucky enough to live in the Caribbean, we are on Gospel 107.1 FM in Nassau, Bahamas, and the rest of the Caribbean. I wish you a multitude of blessings so you'll hear the replay of this next Thursday. And sometimes I do a special show for you guys. But this is a special for real, FR special show. And I am super excited because I decided that I wanted to have guests like at the last minute, and they indulged me and said yes. How lucky am I for that? So let's take a look. We do have a comment. Look who we have here already. We have Chef Brenda. Miss Brenda, welcome in. It is so good to see you. Thank you for being here. And usually what happens is people file in. So I'll be waiting for them to file in. Thank you so much for being here. And you know what? Without further ado, we're going to get to it. As people file in as they do, but we always get started right on time so that we don't hold you. I have three spectacular guests. Two of them could not make it, so ignore the fact that they're in the intro. But we have some special guests, and right after the intro, we will bring them up. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you?
Good.
Fantastic.
Wonderful. Hold on. Let me take down this thing. We don't need to have that in front of you. Welcome to MediaScope. I know this is your first time here, and I actually just met one of you today, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But we've known each other now, virtually at least for the past 10 weeks, because we have had the good fortune, the blessing, and the good luck to be part of the Pharrell Williams Black Ambition Fundable Founders Learning Lab cohort. That's a lot of words there.
Yes.
But I wanted to have you all on because I'm a little bit sad. I don't know about you guys or yous guys, as we say in New York, yous guys. But I'm a little bit sad because it ended. Thursday was our last day. And this cohort was so full of information and knowledge and caring that I'm like, I don't want it to end. So I wanted us to come on and talk a little bit about this, talk about what your businesses are and the like. But before we get there, I'm going to bring myself forward. Stand by, guys. What's up, guys? If you're just joining, you are watching MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture. We're on every Friday at 8 p.m.-ish on all the platforms you see there. And also Thursdays, you'll hear the replay on Gospel 107.1 FM in Nassau, Bahamas, and the rest of the Caribbean. And guess what? If you're watching on YouTube, I don't understand why you're not subscribed. Like and subscribe. Do us a solid. It does help us out because we're trying to build a media empire here. So guess what? Those of you watching on Indie Soup Media, our network, Indie Soup Media, welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, I didn't introduce myself. I just assume everybody knows because you've been coming I'm Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist, and the founder of Indie Soup Media. All right, so we've got some comments here. Hey, Nikita Harris, what's up? She said, hey, let me jump on YouTube. Please do. Because, LinkedIn, we love you, LinkedIn, but, you're a little dry. So the party is on the tubing of the U. What's up? And Soror Joan Balcom, how are you? Soror Balcom and I have been attending the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated convention, the national convention virtually, and we've been having a great time. So shout out to the sorors, the sisters of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. What's up? Karen Sneed, hey, the one of the best realtors in South Florida on LinkedIn. She said, love the hat. Thank you. I'm a hat girl, right? I'm always wearing a hat. And we've got the National Black Debutante Project here. Says hello from Texas, from Fort Worth, Texas. She's doing us a solid and coming in. And Chef Brenda says, yeah, glad to see you guys again. Fundable Founders Learning Lab. And Chef Brenda was blessed to be a part of the Fundable Founders Learning Lab as well. Thank you for being here, Chef Brenda. And hey, Pratnya, how are you? We watch the New York Times read along every week with Sri Srinivasan and Neil Parekh. Join us if you can. They're on YouTube and on Facebook. So join us if you can. And says, glad to be here from Silver Spring, Maryland. Well, welcome from the DMV. Love you too, Karen. I love the MediaScope Massive. So I'm going to stop talking because I brought people here to talk, not just me. Who said yes? See, yes.
Not me.
Hope it wasn't me.
Well, we know it wasn't Tony, okay? Anyway, so we're going to start. I went in alphabetical order, but I'm just going to go in order of who is next to me. Let's go with this way, over here, over here. We're going to go with Guadalupe Thomas. Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Hi, my name is Guadalupe, and I am the co-founder of I-95 Express. We deliver critical items fast. We deliver peace of mind as well. If it's documents that need to go to the courthouse and need to be there today, or if it's high-end items requiring white glove service, we're there.
Fantastic. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what they do and how you can get in contact with them as we go on throughout the show. So we're going to go to whoever's beneath me, and I hope they're beneath, they're both beneath me, but we'll not beneath me in that way. You know what I mean. Anyway, you know what I mean. So we're going to go to Mr. Jefferson, Tony Jefferson, who I've had the pleasure of actually talking to on a Zoom call. And I'm so happy you said you'd be here today. Tell us a little bit about yourself and introduce your business, please.
Yes, my name is Tony Jefferson. I am the owner and founder of TravelingSession.com. We are a social travel platform. Our goal is to blend community and technology to personalize your travel experience.
Fantastic. All right. So you can see we've got some serious business owners here. And last but not least, Amy is here. Amy Felix, go ahead. Introduce yourself.
Sure. Good evening, everyone. So my name is Amy Felix. I am a healthcare consultant and the founder of the Nurse Sabbatical. I support and help women who are mid-career figure out how to rest, reflect, and reimagine what they want their life to feel and look like and not be burned out with the hustle and grind of life.
I love it. We're going to get into some good conversations. But first of all, if you have any questions, you know how it goes here, folks. If you have any questions for any of the panelists, if you have questions for us about the Fundable Founders Program, which, of course, was founded by Pharrell Williams it's an initiative of Black ambition. But, you don't really have to be Black to be in it. Yeah, we have Black next to me.
So everyone's welcoming, so welcoming.
everyone is welcome. So it's, if you
Yeah.
are a business owner, I think this is something you should definitely apply for. And I think I will try and pull up that information for you all a little bit later. Let's take some comments. Rosemary McKenny. Hey, what's up, Rosemary? Good to see you. Welcome in. I'm usually in Ron Lewis Photos on Instagram is his name, but he's Ron Foster, and he does Touch Base Daily, which is also a show on my platform. So welcome. Oh, and okay, here is another fantastic realtor, Gary Lanham, who helped me find this house and is a really good friend. Thank you so much for being here. Wonderful. All right. So we've got those folks in, and more folks are pouring it. Listen, they came to see you, folks. They came to see you guys. They don't care about me. They came to see you. So let's get to this. I want to talk about, again, I'm going to say that this program that we were in, that I'm so sad is ending, but it's actually just the beginning of even greater things, was part of Black Ambition. And Black Ambition is a project from Pharrell Williams, and they have several different things that they do. One of them was this Fundable Founders cohort. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time that they've done it in Florida and the first time that it's been this long. So we were kind of like that test group, that pilot group for a full 10-week experience with Gamal Codner and Dominic Artis, who were our coaches and mentors. Amazing. Let me shut up. Who wants to start? Who wants to start about how this cohort was for you and what it's done for your business? Don't make me call you.
Sure, I can start.
Okay.
So I think one of the beautiful things that I learned about this group, because I think that I've done a few different programs, and they always promise community and instruction. And I think this program really fulfilled that. We are here because we've built community over the last 10 weeks. And no matter where you were in your business, just starting, already generating revenue, trying to pivot, you learned something. Every week, I left with a valuable lesson that I implemented immediately because the steps were so clear that you didn't have time to think or wonder. And they kept you accountable because every week or twice a week we met. And so I think those were the things that immediately stood out to me about the program.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So, anybody else? What are your thoughts about the program? How did it help you business wise?
Well, for me, it was helpful getting that real world knowledge because I've been in other programs and a lot of what you're getting is theory. But in this program, you're talking to cats that have actually done it. And that real world experience is invaluable.
Absolutely. I love that you said cats that have actually done it. So,
That's old school.
So,
I mean, your age is really showing here, sir. Cats that have done it. Okay.
I'm blessed to still be here, so I'll take it. I don't mind being
For
old.
sure.
From now on, every person that does something, they're going to be cats to me. So I'm going to use it. They're cats. Go ahead, Guadalupe. What about you?
Okay, so this has been an amazing journey. Okay, I've never done anything like this for the business. Joe went ahead and told me 5 years ago.
And
he's
Joe
been in the courier.
Joe is your husband, correct?
Yes, Joe is my husband, and he is the founder of I-95 Express. He's been a courier for about 20 years, and we've been together for about 35 years. Okay, and we grew up on Miami Beach, and I didn't have any knowledge about growing a business. It was during the pandemic, and we started the business, and it just went up from there. Okay, but then when I got into the cohort, it showed me how I needed to do things, how things with like the persona, checking with your email list, not leaving things behind, communicating with your clients. There was so much informative things that were in this program that it was invaluable. I've gotten to the point to where I've acquired another business, and I'm in I would say in about another week or so, I'm going to be speaking to another business owner that might be selling his business, and I'm looking forward to acquiring that business as well. That came from a class that I did with Gamal Kodner, that he had separately. I invested in myself to be able to get that information, and things have just been popping off ever since. I'm with Spark now. I moved to the semifinals on that. And it's just a lot of things. A lot of things are going on. It's super amazing. I'm so excited.
Wow. One of these days I'm going to be not lazy and hook up my sound stuff so I can do the sound effects. So we're just going to tonight clap for you. Next time, next
Thank
time.
you.
No, so what we have to do is kind of explain a little bit, but I have some comments before, but I want to get back to exactly everything that, because you're rattling off things and people may be like, what is that? And so I think we need some
Yes.
clarification. But first, let me say hello. Epic Analyst, I owe you something. I am so sorry. You see, I'm dressed. I'm going to record that video tonight. I've been so busy, I forgot. So, but I owe you something, and I promise I'm going to do it today so that you have it tomorrow. The Epic Analyst has an amazing show on Twitch. He plays music and games, and he's just awesome. So, if you're on Twitch, follow him. Follow him. And he says, good evening. Thank you. And look who is here. The photographer and social media person extraordinaire, Stephen Kaplan, all the way. Well, he is from New York City originally. He's a Brooklynite, but he actually lives a little bit more in upstate New York. Wait, are you in Jersey or upstate New York? One of those. Nonetheless, he's here. And you're saying the hat is fire. Thank you. You know I love a good hat, just like you, sir. And Pradya did us a solid, and she said had to go read a little bit about the program, so sharing here. So an article from Afrotech that she put in there. Pradya, you rock. So she does this same thing when we are in the New York Times read along. She'll share things and she'll look things up. I absolutely love her. So this is Epic Analyst. I guess I said something funny, so thank you for indulging me and laughing. Wait, what did I say about? Oh, wait. So I guess you say cats too. She said, "Leave my generation." Listen, cats, that's my word from now on. All of you are cats. So thank you. I'm just playing with you, Tony. I adore that you use vernacular. So
Oh, it's
thank
all
you.
good.
So it was going to be anyway because everybody here knows I don't care.
Uh,
I say what I want anyway.
If nothing else, you're gonna get me.
Hmm.
And you know what? I think to take it seriously, I think that's the thing that made it work for all of us, that we were just us. You can't be anybody else,
Yes.
particularly in
Yep.
business. Fraud is always discovered. So the fact that we all got in there and we were just us with our flaws, we're like, they're like, do you know this? Like, no, we don't know this. Nobody was putting up airs pretending
Mm-mm.
to know things because we don't know. That's why we're the damn program. We don't know. So
Yeah.
the fact that we were able to be vulnerable and real and just us, that's point well taken. Absolutely. So I do. We have some more comments here. She said, yes, cats. And LinkedIn user said, love this. Check out my cohort colleagues. All right. LinkedIn user, because you're not logged in or something, somehow I can't see who you are. Tell me who you are. I know you're one of us. You are like us. Unlike the words of Kendrick Lamar, you are like us. Okay, so let us know who you are. Epic Analyst says this is definitely inspiring. Love this stream. Thank you. And again, this was a last minute decision, and these wonderful people indulged me by saying, "Yeah, we'll come on." And it was like a couple of hours before, a few more than that, but I think some of them I reached out to yesterday. Tony got to me today. So thank you. I really, really appreciate. Let's see. Also, uh, Pradia has a cat. We're not gonna let this cat thing go. So when you do this with the MediaScope Massive, this is what happens. And oh, thank you. She says congrats. Oh, well, and congrats to you. She first of all, I need to order some bread. She has two books out of you're getting ready to launch another book, right? All of
Hmm.
it during the cohort. All of
Yep.
it. I feel lazy. Oh, what have I done?
You were being our cheerleader, Tachi.
Hmm.
Yes, but
She was
I
cheering
need to show up.
everybody on.
Always.
But that's what we're supposed to be there for. We are
Yeah.
supposed to we are who we have in the space. And I say this about live streaming, I say this about everything. We are who we have. If not us cheering us each other on, who then?
Then who?
And so I
Hmm.
am genuinely happy. Like when all these things, I was like, yes, wonderful, everyone. And then, the thing is, I always forget to tell people, oh, yeah, I XYZ. Because as they,
Hmm.
we did the exit, not interview, but what is it? The
Survey.
Survey.
survey. Thank you. Thank you. I put down things. I said, oh, yeah, I forgot I did that. I end up not saying things because I really am interested in cheering you guys on. So
Mhm.
fantastic. And she
But
says,
now,
thank you.
before you go on though, because that's one thing I had to learn early on in my
Oh,
journey was
go ahead.
a lot of us, we think in entrepreneurship you got to do it all yourself. You're doing it
Hmm.
all alone, and you can't. It's impossible. You're going to have to find you an ecosystem, some sort of outlet, people that are going through what you're going through that you can talk to, that can make you. Them days when you sound crazy, because when you're an entrepreneur and you're talking to someone who's working a 9 to 5 job, you sound crazy to them. So you have to find someone who speaks that same crazy as you speak. So that's another great thing about having that community.
I love that. Find someone that speaks the same crazy as you speak. It sounds,
That's
but that's actually bars. That is actually bars.
definitely.
So
Yeah,
I want to go back to, we'll get back to you, Amy, in just a moment, but to Lupe. Wait, is it okay if I call you Lupe? I know you've been
of
saying that,
course.
but okay.
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. So, Lupe, I know that you all of these things. Can you explain a little bit about what Spark is and the start with Spark?
Okay. So during the cohort, Hillman Sori was on the show with us. Well, in one of our live, and he was from Silicon Valley. So he connected with the gentleman. I believe he had something to do with Trick Daddy. I think it was they got into a business together.
Yes.
Okay, and that's where they have the space, I think, down in Miami, to help underserved communities to build their businesses. So he spoke about Spark. Last year, he was one of the judges in this Spark. What Spark is $1 million pitch competition. So
Nice.
you're going to pitch your business um, to the judges to see if they choose you to be the finalist.
Okay, so
Yes.
you've now made it to the next step in this
Yes.
competition, which is the final step before you probably get to pitch.
To 40. Okay, so it
Okay.
goes, you put in your entry, and then you have to do like a little video, and just write out your information, give your social media links and stuff like that. Then they pick you to go to the next level, and that's when you put your pitch deck together
Mm.
and your 2 minute pitch. Like you went ahead and asked us ahead, and I was very proud of us because we said what our businesses did under 30 seconds. So
I'm
good
so
job
proud of
on
you
that.
all. Yes.
So then you have that 2 minute one that you do. So then they pick 40 people from there. Everybody meets in Miami. Then from those 40 people, 10 people are picked, and they go to San Francisco, and then the public picks also. The
Wow.
public gets to vote too on your video. And then in San Francisco, then they pick who the winner is in San Francisco. It goes down to 10 people, and then they pick. Mm-hmm.
And I am speaking that will be you. You will be one of the 10.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to San Francisco, baby.
That's right. That's what I'm
Great.
talking
Let's
about.
Keep
speak
that
it
in
into
existence.
existence.
That's what I'm talking about. Wins.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
So I want to go to Amy, but
Mhm.
before that, I actually, and again, guys, jump in. whenever you have anything to say. I usually just have a trajectory in terms of questioning, but please jump in whenever you have anything to say. I want to get some comments from the question because from the comments from the audience
Mhm.
because I see that you have some. So one of our good friends, G Gwendolyn Gr Houston Jack, who is she is one of the she's a new board member or new advisory board member for Indie Soup Media. She also happens to have 4 shows on our platform. And I'm like, why? And she always comes up with ideas for more. So Gwendolyn GR Houston, Jack is here. What's up? Kimmy, what's up? My CQ sister. I'm a card carrying member of Club Quarantine with D Nice. And she is someone I met through uh Club Quarantine, but she also is Touch Base Daily. And okay, where people are loving the hat. Thank you. Thank you. You know, this is I love hats, but this is also because my hair is a project. So, you know, just leave it as it is. And we've got the hugs. And yes, and G says, good evening, founders. And G, I'm hoping that they do something in Texas so that you could be a part of it because she would be an amazing part of that. So, absolutely, we'll put up the information after. And here we go. National Black Debutante Project says, right, that's the spirit, cheering each other on. Absolutely, absolutely. And oh, thank you so much. Pradnya is tagging people on Facebook. Thank you so much. I, wonderful. And SDE says, love this. Check out my cohort colleagues. Okay, so SDE, you have to identify who you are, because we can't tell by SDE. And cohort people, I know, short notice, but if you feel like you want to hop on, let me know and I'll get you the link so that you can hop on. Chef Brenda and SDE, if you want to hop on, let me know. I just grabbed the first people that said yes. So if you want to hop on, I would love to have you put on something, wash your face, and then come on. Let me know that you want to come on, and I'll send you a link. Okay.
This is prime
Fantastic.
nap time.
What happened?
This is prime nap time.
Prime nap time. Well, get up.
I'm done.
Get up. So here we go. Stefan says, and thank you always for the props. No, you are. Listen, I think as much as I love to give people props, I also, if I have nothing to say, I just will say nothing. So anyway, that's the way it is. So let's go on to Amy. Amy, I want you to, well, first, let me put this. Guadalupe, do you feel comfortable telling your story that you told us in there? Because I think it's amazing.
I'm like, which one?
Yeah, well, about how you got to this point from young to here, because I think it's absolutely amazing.
You're trying to make me cry, Tachi, aren't
Oh,
you?
I don't want you to cry, but I think it's
Okay.
inspiring for folks. So sit with that for a moment and let's go to Amy.
Okay.
I'll come back to you, okay? So,
Okay.
Amy, I want to
Mhm.
know about the beginnings of what you were doing. We were talking today in the coffee shop. Is
Mhm.
it Full Circle? Circle House Coffee. We were
Circle.
talking Circle House Coffee in Fort Lauderdale. We were talking today about just the whole thing of working and why we decided to become entrepreneurs. Would you share
Mhm.
what you shared with me, please?
Sure. So part of my journey is that I've been a nurse for over 20 plus years. And sometimes when you're in the field, you recognize that maybe you want to make changes or shift things, either within yourself or the role, but you don't see the space for it. And we talked about this idea of maybe you didn't think of entrepreneurship or that wasn't your first idea. For me, I never thought about entrepreneurship, although I had entrepreneurs in my family, but there was this idea that was pulling me. And it made it feel like I can't let it go. I can't let go of this idea, or as Tony referred to earlier, this crazy sensation or feeling or crazy talk. And when something like that is pulling on you, you kind of just have to dive into it to figure out where it is. And so here I am 3 years later on my entrepreneurial journey with the ups and downs, loving it. But truly, it is a journey. And I think we all probably have different stories of how we end up here.
And I actually we talked about the fact that there was a moment where we know, okay, we knew that this was it, that
Mhm.
we were done. Tell me about that moment.
Sure. So for me, like I said, I've been a nurse practitioner. I was working in a leadership role, managing over 40 nurse practitioners. And at that time, I had this feeling, this internal noise telling me, it's time for you to leave this role. I don't know what's next, but it's time for you to leave this role. And I wrote on my whiteboard, I'm going to leave October 2021. Well, October 21 came and left, and I didn't leave. And in the beginning of November, my boss called me into the office and asked me to take on managing more people, and that I really didn't have a choice, but I could think about it. I was like, what am I thinking about? And within that time, 2 days later, I gave my resignation because I knew that's not what I wanted to do. And it was like a clear sign, like, you have to go right now. And if you didn't do it in October, I'm going to make you do it right now. And that's how I made the full jump into figuring out what was my next step by taking a career break, or as some people call a sabbatical.
Were you scared?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have a video that I captured of myself where when I left the office, just to capture that feeling. And I still look at it, tears down my eyes, like, what did I just do?
Mm, mm, wow.
Yes.
But you get over that fear, and you got over it apparently because you still are on the entrepreneurship journey.
I still am. And I think I surprised myself because I literally left my role without a plan, knowing that I wanted to work in the well-being space. It so happened I'd been working on technology and an app, and that came that we were able to put it on the App Store. And it was one thing after the
Mm,
next. I found myself pitching. I found myself in these various projects that were just so exciting, lighting my soul up much more than the work that I had been doing for the last 5 years. And that's how I kind of realized, like, no, this is the space. Even on the days where it's crazy, even on the days where it doesn't make sense, this is where I'm supposed to be. Without a
wonderful.
doubt.
Wonderful. Tony, I'm going to ask you the same thing. When was that moment that you knew entrepreneurship is for me, or I am done with the traditional 9 to 5? What was that moment?
So for me, I did 21 years in the Air Force, and I spent most of my time overseas. So, and I used to travel to all these different places. But when I go to like the big places everybody talks about, it's like, man. But then I find like these little places like no one's ever heard of, no one talks about, and they'd be awesome. So that put the idea in the back of my head, and I had the domain probably 4 or 5 years before I actually started working on the site. But after I got out of the military, I was working a job, and it was one of those things like I didn't know how miserable I was till they told me that they were changing my position, and all of a sudden I just felt happy.
Mm,
I just felt happy, and then so I said when I left that job, I was going to take 6 months to work on the site. And then at the end of that 6 months, I was like, okay, you either have to do this or you need to go ahead and quit. So that's when I decided to go full time into it.
that happiness. I think that
Mhm.
when you finally decide what it is you're going to do, you're like, "Whoo, I'm not coming back here tomorrow." You know, it's like, "Whoo, glad I'm done with that." And there is that
Yep.
moment of, "Ooh, should I have waited or should?" But there's
Yep.
never a perfect time. You will always, as long as you are beholden to the paycheck and the man, there will never be a perfect time. So sometimes you need that rug pulled out from underneath you. You need that safety net taken away, and you just have to balance, hoping you don't fall. And if you do, it's okay. You just get back up. Fantastic.
Mm.
All right. Lupe, I'm back to you because I think that your story is extremely inspiring, and I would love for you to share even just a little bit of it, whatever you feel comfortable sharing.
Okay. Um, it's my story. It's our story. It's a little bit different than everybody else's. But I started working at the age of 12, and I've always wanted to do my own thing. I met Joe when I was 14. We both did not have a good background. Um, We went away together. I was 14, he was 16, and we've been together ever since. Um, we were always together, working different things, trying out different jobs, whatever we can do to make sure that we survived. Joe used to take bicycles apart and clean them up and repaint them. Or he would take shoes and clean up the shoes and resell them to make sure that we had food to eat. He was always making sure that I was okay. And sorry, guys.
No, it's all right. Thank you.
So we lived our life, you know, we had our kids and everything. We went through abuse, we went through substance abuse, and we tried out different things. I got very sick at one time. I had to start working from home, and I went back to an office once I got a little bit better. And this office is it's called Consumer Capital Advocates, okay? And what they do is they help people to get out of debt when they've gone through financial hardships. So me learning the sales in that environment helped me to gain the strength and the courage, and you know, to be able to get out there and do exactly what I want. Okay. Then COVID came, and we had to go home, and we were scared. We didn't know what was going to come about. We had already been talking about starting the business, and Joe said, I really want to do this. And I said, okay, well, I got your back, and we're going to do this. They told us that we had to go back to the office, and I wasn't going back. I already have breathing things that I have going on. I have asthma, and I said, I'm not going back to the office to get sick. So we just started putting everything into the business. You know, the first year we made about $5,000, and now the business is at about 150,000. Okay. So we were able to do all of that together, working hard together, even everything that we went through in our lives, being in an underserved community. You know, we used to run Miami Beach barefoot and, just not have a care in the world, but now we're grandparents and business owners, and now I have multiple businesses as well. And we just inspire each other to keep going. And we look forward to having I-95 Express from Florida all the way up to Maine. We're looking to get hubs all the way up to Maine. So that's a little bit of our story. Thank you guys for listening.
Absolutely. And the reason I wanted you to tell that story is because I remember when we first met. So for those of you watching out there, we're all of us are in Florida, and a lot of us are in the same area. So Tony you said you're in where now? You're North Florida. Destin,
Panhandle.
right? The Panhandle.
Yeah.
Okay. And the three of us are in South Florida. So we did a meetup, and that's where I met Lupe in person. And we were talking, but people were asking, oh, where did you go to school? Where did you go to college? And we talked about that. And she just said, oh, I didn't go to college anywhere. But college is rubbish compared to what you've been able to do. You've done more than I've seen people with multiple degrees, including my damn self.
The first time that I ever stepped into a high school, like I said, the first time I ever stepped into a high school was when my kids were in high school. I had never stepped into a high school before that.
Determination really has a lot to do with things. So I wanted you to tell that because I'm inspired. I think you're absolutely amazing. And that's why I'm like, oh no, whoever comes on, Lupe has to come on. Even if she says no, I'm going to drag her from her house so she can pull up. So thank you for sharing that.
But I
I
do share that
Go
with
ahead.
with the youngsters, because I run, not only do I have the two businesses, I also work a full-time job as well. I
Sheesh.
went back to the company that gave me the opportunity and helped me build to what I am today. And all of those kids that are in there that I see in them, they go through the problems. They have alcoholic parents. They have, abuse. Some of them are actually being abused. There's so many different things that they're going through, and I tell them to stick with it. And I work with those kids every single day, and I tell them you can't give up. And I felt bad the other day because I screamed at them, and I said, "Listen." I said, "You're going to do this now. You're not going to wait until you're my age to where your body hurts. You have to go ahead and go into a job. You have to." I said, "I've always been here to support you guys and tell you to start your own business. Where do I told these things going on? I don't have any more motivation right now. I need to hold it for myself."
Yeah,
And that's what I did. And they came out and they showed up. And I'm so proud of them.
that's awesome. That's awesome. Mentorship is important, as we've seen.
It is. It
Let's take
definitely
some.
is.
Yes, yes. Let's take some comments, and then we'll continue to go on as we and got to do some station ID in case you're just joining us. Okay, sorry. Anyway, I was like, phone ringing. What?
I know mine is ringing too.
That's my computer. I'm like, how about we close WhatsApp? So, in case we're going to do some station ID. In case you are just joining, this is MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture. If you've never been here before, welcome and welcome back. You are now part of the MediaScope Massive. We are here every Friday between 8 and 8:30 on all the platforms you see, and on Thursdays on Gospel 107.1 FM in Nassau, Bahamas, and the rest of the Caribbean. Blessings. If you are over on YouTube, go ahead and give us a like and a follow. Like this, subscribe. We would really appreciate that. And in case you don't know who I am, I'm Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist, and the founder of Indie Soup Media. Welcome to everybody who is here. Now, we have some comments. I'd like to acknowledge some comments in the audience. Let's go back. So we have G said, "Oh snap! I left my full-time career in October of 2021." And it's funny. I think a lot of us that are entrepreneurs now, we have that same story. We have that same. You know what? I've had enough. My talents are too good for XYZ.
Mhm.
I think we all have that same story, or just wanting something more besides what is prescribed for us. Also, and G says to Amy, yes to following the heart. And interesting, business name is interesting. What is the business? Which one are we talking about? I-95 Courier Express? Are we talking about travel sessions.com, or are we talking, let me know, are we talking about tell me again the name of your
The
nursing,
nurse sabbatical.
the nurse sabbatical? Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
I could have just put up your thing so you could see. Let me
That's
know
fine.
which one you're talking about. Also, we have Tanya Moore. Hello, says, love it. Taking the jump, being brave and working through the fear is amazing. Absolutely. Epic Analyst says, good for you, Amy. Very inspiring. And to Tony, thank you for your service. Also, kudos to Amy from the National Black Debutante Project. And you got some hearts, Lupe. You've got some hearts. And we've got clapping for
Mhm.
Tony as well. Shawana Kennedy, wait, I have to say it the one word. Shawana Kennedy Media, that is your name now. She is, not only is she a good friend, she is also producer, creator on Indie Soup Media. So welcome in. She says, the you for your transparency and thank you for your transparency and vulnerability. Thank you very much. And kudos to being courageous enough to share your gifts with the world. I think that's all of you. Sabine, how are you? Welcome. This is another
Hey,
one of
Sabine.
Fundable Founders. I wanted
Mhm.
you to say I want to jump on screen too, and I said we're only going to do this one time. unless somebody pushes me to do this again.
Mhm.
We'll see. We'll see because we haven't. I just grabbed whoever was available. And Sabine says, "What a journey." I agree. I agree. Soror Joan Balcom says, "I have so much respect for each of you and the risks you decided to take." Tanya says, "Let's talk. Would love to know how I could possibly help with the train to Maine." So there you go, Lupe.
Okay.
Look at see, look
Very
at
nice. Yes.
Mhm.
happening. Forming networks. And National Black Debutante Project says, Lupe, thank you for sharing your story. Very inspiring. And my favorite, G says, girl, those life skills and work experiences are just as valuable as a degree. Trust and recognize that. Amen. That one. Kimmy Kim is
Thank
giving
you.
the hands up, the high 10. And Shawana says, thank you for your transparency. I put that up. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. So you're so nice, but you can be a current guest too. She said, I want this to be about your current guests. You and all of them are awesome, but would love to come on in the
Aw,
future. Yay.
You was one
Okay.
of us.
yay.
You are one of us.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
is
know.
Okay.
one of us, Miss
I don't know what
Brenda.
this humility is about. Um, so I don't know what this humility is about. Just come on. Come on.
Mhm.
We love humility, but sometimes you will humble yourself right out of a spot. So come
Yep.
on if you want to. You've got 10 minutes. So come on.
Oh, remember
Go ahead.
Tachi that
Yeah.
that Gamal said that we can share the link. The link of oh gosh,
Oh,
if they want
to,
to keep the cohort going,
to keep the
that we can
cohort
share
going.
it.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
So I'm going to give one of you, since
Hmm.
I'm running things, I'm going to give one of
I'm
you
gonna
the
see if I can
assignment.
find it.
Put the link in there
Okay,
so that I can copy it and put it up on the screen. Because there is
good.
an opportunity for those of you that are wanting to work with our coach, Codner, because we want to keep this thing going. He said, well, we can if you guys get like, what did he say, like 100 folks
A
together?
hundred,
Mhm.
Yeah.
125 or so. Yeah.
See, but I told Gamal when two or three are gathered, as the
Yep.
Bible says, but he wasn't buying it. So we're trying to keep this going because we really love it. So please put it and put it in our private area so that I can put it up on the screen, please. So that's your assignment. Let's see. So hey, Anthony Davis, welcome in, welcome in. And remember, if you have a question for any of the panel, please let me know. And she said, "You better brag." Yes, brag on yourself. Brag on yourself, Miss Brenda, Chef Brenda. Where are you? Come on. And
Oh, her olive loaf is so good, so
so
good.
I've
I
heard.
can't wait. I
So
can't
I've
wait.
heard.
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna have to order. So Chef Brenda actually bakes some wonderful bread, from what I
Mhm.
understand, and so I'm gonna have to order some. It's
I,
fantastic.
I
Hmm.
thought I heard her say she was going to bring some Friday.
Exactly.
That's what I
That's what
thought
I'm
I
looking
heard.
forward to.
You see what you're doing? You see what you're doing, Tony? But we hope you do bring some bread on Friday.
Mhm.
So
Don't forget the fig jelly either.
look, Tanya says, how do I get in touch with the ladies? She found you already, Tony. So I'm going to, as we're doing these things, I'm going to put this stuff up on the screen. You guys in the private chat, put your stuff, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I will put it on the screen in just a moment. I actually want to, since, because I don't want to hold you too long, we're going to go till 9 o'clock. I want to talk a little bit more about your business, what exactly it does, who it serves. So we've talked about the cohort. We'll probably talk a little bit more about it. But let's talk about your business specifically, and we'll start with Tony. Who does your business serve? What do you do exactly? Let's talk about that.
So the idea behind the platform is I wanted to give people a place where they could find travel experiences that really resonate with them. Uh, like if you go to Google or Facebook to find travel recommendations, they will give you suggestions, but they don't know anything about you. They aren't taking anything about you into consideration when they make those recommendations. So the way I like to say it is other platforms will tell you the best places to travel. We tell you the best places for you to travel. So is personalized towards your travel style and your travel preferences.
Okay, so
That's
where
amazing.
that no, that's absolutely amazing. So let's talk a little bit more about that. What has been the reception so far to the platform?
So we're pre-launched now. The receptions I've gotten so far have been good, and that's another reason why this program was right on time. Because when I first started, because I'm a tech dude, I was just building stuff, and then at some point I was like, oh, I probably need to build a business around this. So then I had to learn how to build a business. And then once you figure out how you want to build a business, now you got to go back and change that thing that you built to match what your business plan and your
Mhm.
marketing now says. So it was a journey.
Wow, wow, wow. Fantastic, fantastic. Let me take myself off. Great. So let's go to Amy. Let's talk a little bit about
Sure.
exactly what your business does and how you serve the public.
Sure. So my overall brand is really about well-being and that we find ways to take care of ourselves, whether it be in the corporate space or personally. The Nurse Sabbatical in itself is a platform where I support what I call lifestyle design. We talk about doing various things for our careers and our family, but what do we really want our life to feel like? So I serve mid-career professionals and kind of determining what that looks like by resting, reflecting, and then redesigning a life for them that feels fulfilled. It might mean taking a career break. It might mean taking solo trips. Whatever it is, that thing that would reignite you, that's what I want to help you find.
Very good. Same thing for you, Lupe.
Okay, so I-95 Express, people think that maybe it's just for businesses, but we're for anybody who needs our services, okay? We deal with attorneys and hospitals and, high-end boutiques and stuff when they need something delivered either to the courthouse or to their other clients, okay? But we also do things for personal people. Like we had a family who went to Orlando for vacation. They forgot their credit card at home. They needed to get the credit card. So they lived here in Hollywood. We went, picked up the credit card from their house, and drove it up to Orlando so that they can continue their vacation. I had another couple from Hollywood. The gentleman forgot his medicine at home, and he needed us to drive to Key West to take him his medicine so he can continue on his vacation. We have people who leave stuff at hotels and they need us to go pick it up and package it and deliver it to another state or something. So there's a variety of different things that we do, but it's more personalized and time sensitive things.
Good deal. Good deal. Let's take some comments. We
Mhm.
have, I'm about to put up Tanya their contact. And Lupe, do me a favor in the private area, put how you want to be contacted or how people can find you. Epic Analyst says, you are not the tech dude. You are the tech cat. Let's stick to the Tony brand. You're not wrong, though. You're not wrong, though. Let's stick to the
I'm
brand.
keeping that one. I'm keeping
The
that one.
tech
Mhm.
cat. Exactly, Epic Analyst. If you're going to be on brand, you are the tech cat. Exactly, exactly. Oh, so somebody is ready to come on. Oh, okay. We're going to bring you on. I'm going to. Okay, how are we going to do this? So I need to. You know what? Check your messages in school. I will send you the link in school. Okay, so I'll do that, and then come on. And it doesn't matter how you look. Just come on.
Mhm.
It just at least wash your face, but come on. Let's see. No, there's enough time. We want people to see you as well, and then we'll take a couple of minutes for you to see you. So check your school. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you. Your stories have really helped this evening, says Tanya. Absolutely. So as we're doing this, as I'm putting this in so that we could get Chef Brenda on, what does your next 5 years look like? We're going to start where we'll go the other way. We'll start with Lupe and then we'll go around. Lupe? Oh, are we
I'm
stuck?
going to be a billionaire by then.
Oh, yeah. I
Mhm.
think your video was stuck.
Hello?
Yeah, can you see us? Okay,
Yeah,
keep
because I
Lupe.
was trying to
Oh,
get the link
Okay.
for you.
oh, let's see. Don't
Okay.
worry about
Can you
that.
see me now?
Don't worry. Okay, thank you. Thank you. We see you now. So tell us a little bit about what your next
Sorry.
5 years looks like. It's okay.
I'm going to be a billionaire.
That's
Oh,
it.
okay, okay. Simple as that. Wonderful,
Yeah,
wonderful.
that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. So I know we both did that acquisitions class. Is that the way that you intend to do that? So talk to us a little bit about what you got out of that class. So for those of you who don't know, we also did a class, as she talked about,
Hmm.
that was talking about acquiring businesses and acquisitions, which was phenomenal. So tell me about
And
what you got
zero.
out of that from zero without much investment.
So, mhm. Actually, all I invested was the knowledge that I have acquired over time. So, when we were learning, it sparked up in my head, and I said, "This is the chance that I have to get the hub to start in Fort Lauderdale." So, the mailbox place that we're at, where we started, it was the prime location for us to have the business because we're next to the port, next to the airport, and next to downtown where all of the courthouses are. So all people have to do is put in I-95 Express Courier, and on Google, we pop up right away. Okay. So I thought that that would be the best place because we learned in acquiring businesses how many people in business are going to retire and they don't have a plan what they're going to do with their business after they retire. So I thought about taking on that mailbox place, incorporate I-95 Express with it, and that would be our first hub in South Florida.
Mm. So,
Hmm.
if you heard what she said she did, she took a business that she's going to approach that would add or extend what she would do service wise. So, when you're
Mhm.
taking that's something that we learned, right? How can you learn?
Hmm.
How can you extend what your services are? Perfect,
Yes.
right? He also talked about some other types of businesses, the types of businesses you can acquire. It was just wonderful. It was fantastic. Did somebody get
And
go ahead.
oh, sorry. And I also acquired another business, and that's a mare dating show
Ah,
with
tell us about the
zero
dating show.
investment.
Tell us
Yay,
about
the
the
dating
dating show.
show. So our unveiling for the dating show is going to be on next Saturday. That's going to be in Fort Lauderdale. There's a lot of people showing up for that. We're going to have a little bit of wine, a little bit of snacks and stuff. Um, but basically, that's the unveiling of it. So you get to choose who you want to date, and it could be based on what you see, what you hear, or you can take the advice of the matchmaker, which it's Stevie Smith is the matchmaker on the show.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be live, right? So I'm
Mm-hmm.
definitely going to try and make it out there. I'm excited for you. So they acquired this. So
Good.
you're seeing all the different things that you can do in business. It's not, you don't always have to
Yeah.
start from the ground up. And
Nope.
that's something that
Mhm.
we learned about
And I
acquisition.
got 40%. 40% of the business I acquired um, just for, doing things like helping with printing, knowing what to do, who to talk to, put out the social media and stuff like that. So just like
Fantastic.
that.
We
Hmm.
have a guest, ladies and gentlemen. Look who's here. Chef Brenda.
Hey,
Hey,
we
happy to
made
be here.
it.
Sorry I look terrible.
Yay!
What's up, Chef Brenda? Oh, hold on. Hold on.
I'm
There we
doing
go.
great. Thank you, Dr. Tashi, and all your
Fantastic.
guests.
Oh, your cohort mates.
Hmm.
Yes, cohort mates. Yes, glad to
Yes,
see you, wonderful guys, again.
Yes,
Good to
fantastic.
good to
see
Okay,
you.
see you.
let's do
Thank
this.
you.
Let's I'm trying to because you're vertical. I'm trying to switch this out, but don't worry. I'll get
Oh,
that
okay.
as I put you forward, and you
Oh,
tell us
okay.
exactly what you do. Go ahead.
Okay. And I said real quick, and I had to kind of get myself together
You
real
look
quick. And
beautiful.
oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Tashi, for having me on real quick. And I'm going to make it quick. I'm again, as Dr. Tashi said, I'm Chef Brenda, the owner of Excellent Chef, Italian Gourmet Breads and Jams, and also I'm a new author of my new children's book called Chris Don't Meet Tusty Adventure. And we do vegan friendly, low sodium, low sugar, all types of organic breads and jams as well.
Fantastic. And so tell us, what is your bestseller so far?
My best sellers right now is the jalapeno and cheese bread, the olive loaf, and also the cranberry and orange bread.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow. That sounds like cake.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
It's a
Wow.
blessing.
So, yeah, it really, really is. So obviously, as you could see, I didn't have the layout planned to have one more, but we're happy to have you
Thank
here.
you.
That's why it looks wonky.
Yeah,
So,
that's okay. That's okay.
yeah,
I didn't want to take the spotlight from your awesome guest. That's why I said that.
you are a
Um,
guest. You
oh,
are a
thank
One of
you.
guest.
us.
Thank you. I
Come on
appreciate it.
with us.
One
Oh,
of
thank
us.
you.
One of us.
Yes, I am. Thank you. I'm honored.
So let's take some more comments before we start to wrap it up. Ron Foster from Touchbase Daily is here and says, hello, folks. Hello. And G loves the idea of the acquisitions. And oh, let's see. Let's see this. So Anthony Davis asked, would Tony be interested in getting some of his clients who are interested in bluegrass and country and coming to Galax, Virginia every August for the International Fiddlers Convention? So
That'll be good.
So hit me up at if you go to travelingsession.com / write for us. One of the things we do is a featured traveler segment. So when we do travel review, like when we introduce a new destination, I don't want to just put a place out there that no one's there to really represent. So what I do is I add a featured traveler before I introduce a new destination, and we do cities, landmarks, and festivals. So that sounds like a perfect interview for us. So if you go to the travelingsession.com / write for us,
is
there's
this
a
it?
form, and you can fill that out, and I'll get back to you.
Is this it? Is this the form? Is it like that? Right
Exactly.
for us? Okay. So Anthony,
Yeah.
take this down. It sounds like, because you've been talking about that Fiddlers Convention forever. So I think this would be a nice thing for them to cover. Absolutely. Absolutely. So make sure you fill out that form, Anthony. There we go. So I've left it up. Wonderful. All right, let's wind it up. But Chef Brenda, I'm so happy you came on.
Thank
I was
you.
like,
I'm
let's see if
honored.
people come on, but you did. You did.
Thank you.
I do want to ask you, but as we're wrapping this up, what do you see for yourself in the next 5 years? You've got two books that are out now, two children's books, in
Yes,
addition
ma'am.
to this thriving business. What do you see for yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, real quickly, I see for myself having my own bread bakery. Also going into a lot of the schools, bringing back literacy to a lot of the students, giving back to the homeless. That's another story. I have a long testimony, but I'm gonna make this quick.
Yeah.
And also being a multimillionaire where I can give back and also leave a legacy for my children.
Nice.
Fantastic. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I just want to add this really quickly. So I'm going to Lupe has put some stuff up. Wait a minute. Did I ask you? I didn't ask Amy about the next 5 years. Did I? Or Tone, whatever.
No.
Amy. I carry
I'll
I
make
keep
it
going.
quick. I think we're
Go
all
ahead.
starting off with numbers. So I too aim to be a multimillionaire, but by building lifestyle businesses that support my passion and purposes with some philanthropic work of really education and supporting the youth from a health standpoint, given my background as a nurse.
Fantastic. Tony, I don't
Nice.
think we got you, but go ahead.
I don't have the exact numbers for where I want to be at in 5 years, but my 3-year plan is 5 million users. Um, Hopefully by then we have switched to managing our own ad inventories. And at that point, I would like to be doing international expansion by then.
You were nice.
Absolutely. All right, folks. So I know this is kind of long. Oh gosh, we should have probably made a Bitly link.
Mm,
So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to share this on my socials for those of you that are interested in working with Gamal Codner. He's amazing.
Yes.
mhm.
Seriously. He
Yes,
is.
he is.
I mean, and you have
Oh,
5
yes.
people here
Yep,
that will
absolutely.
Yes.
attest to his amazingness. So if you're
Yes.
Codner, Codner,
Yeah.
Codner, Codner.
exactly, exactly. I mean, all of this success that you see is because of him and our other coach,
Mhm.
Dominic Artis, but also the support that we've had from Marlena and Folashade. So,
Yes. Oh, yeah, definitely.
shout out to Marlena and Folashade
Mhm.
because you made this process so much easier for us.
Yes.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Mhm.
fantastic. So I will put that. And what we'll do now is as we wrap up, let's see if we have any more questions, and then I'll put up your contact information. So G says, woohoo, Chef Brenda. Absolutely. And
Oh, wow.
National Black
Praise
Debutante
God.
Project says, yes, I have been inspired by this panel.
Oh, wow. Praise
Sabine
God.
says, I'm coming. Oh, wait, you're coming to even it up. I didn't even see you. Sabine,
Aw.
Oh,
Sabine.
yeah.
So you know what we'll
Oh,
have to
shit.
we'll probably have to do like a part 2 at
Mhm.
some
Yes.
point. I
Let's
mean,
I
do
because
think we
it.
will.
absolutely, absolutely. I would have
Yeah.
loved to have you on. Oh, Christine is here. She says, Chef
Yes.
Brenda, what's
Yay,
up? What's up,
Christine.
Hey,
Christine? Good to see
Mhm.
Christine.
you. Cheryl Ferguson, what's up? Cheryl says, hello, Dr. Tatiana. What's up, Cheryl? We have a full house tonight
Yes, yes.
on all platforms. Fantastic. And for those of you who don't know, we're broadcasting live now on 3 Facebook channels, 2 YouTube channels, and 2 Twitch channels. So we're all over the place, multi-platforming, and that's what you have to do. Sabine says, yes, part 2.
Yeah.
So you know what? Maybe we'll make that happen. Maybe we'll do a part 2. But you guys are now a permanent part of
We
that
have
family.
to now. We
Oh,
have to
wow.
now.
I'm
Because
honored.
remember, we didn't get to how media was going to help our businesses.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah. We didn't
Mhm.
because we were so busy talking about these things. So maybe we'll
Mhm.
do
Mhm.
the next thing will be like a little more media focused and that type
Yep.
of thing,
Mhm.
and we'll talk more and it'll be more
Mhm.
inspiration. So, but you guys are always now a part of you're a permanent part of this panel. You
Oh,
are a
wow.
permanent part of
Great.
this panel. I don't care
Wow.
if you don't
I'm
want it.
honored.
I could care less. I've never cared what people wanted. You are a part of permanent part of this
Wow.
panel now. No, but
I'm honored
seriously.
to be
Oh,
with all of you.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And then, the thing is with these types of things, it's helpful to expose yourself to
Mhm.
as many speaking opportunities as
Mhm.
Yes.
you can because you just get better and better and better. But you all were already, I knew it was going to be bomb. So thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Dr.
Any,
Tashi.
absolutely. Let's go with some last comments. We'll start with Tony and tell us any last comments, last things that you have, and I'll put up, I think I have a banner for you.
Uh, thank you for hosting this. Lovely to see y'all again.
Mhm.
Still rough that that it's over, but we
Mhm.
hopefully everybody still keeps in contact with each other.
Yes.
Um, we're getting ready to launch the platform right now. Really, all I need from people is feedback. So I'd love if folks just go on the platform to tell me what you don't like, because we want to build the best platform we can for travelers. So, and we can't do that without your input. But that's all I got.
Fantastic. So this is the website. It's actually thetravelingsession.com. If you go there, then from there you can branch off into other things. But if you want to contact him, you can go to the contact us page.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Let's go over to Amy. Amy, any last
Awesome.
thoughts?
So, Dr. Tachi, first of all, I just met you today. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for the opportunity to be here. And I've just been so grateful for this opportunity from the Fundable Founders, such community. Every time I stepped in, I knew I was gaining another piece of knowledge. As for me with the nurse sabbatical, I will be relaunching my YouTube page and my blogging as I'm refocusing on really supporting people in lifestyle designing, taking career breaks, and how they can just find that spark in life again, especially as the world feels so heavy right now. You can find me on LinkedIn or you can find me on IG, The Nurse Sabbatical. Thank you.
Fantastic. All right, let's go over to Lupe.
So I gave you guys the LinkedIn, but I'm kind of like an imposter because I'm not Joe, I'm Guadalupe. But everything says Joe on it. So if you're confused when you click on the link or you try to find I-95 Express, it's going to say Joe Thomas because he's the founder. I'm the co-founder, but I run everything on the back end. I will need everyone's help once I get to the next round of Spark. When the public is able to vote, I will get that information out to you guys so you guys can vote for moi.
Vote, vote for her, definitely.
Got it.
Yeah.
How do you want to be contacted? I'm going to add your banner now.
The best place, first of all, thank you again, Dr. Tosh, and these awesome entrepreneurs guests you have here. You can contact me on Instagram at Excellent Chef Gourmet Bakery. And on that same page, you can go to the link in my bio to my website.
Okay, so how do you spell gourmet?
Don't feel bad. GOURMET.
Okay, bakery.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Add the banner. Yeah, I just want to put it on the. Is this correct?
That's just Chef. Yes, that's correct. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is how you would reach out to Chef Brenda to get some of that delicious bread or cake bread, as I like to call it.
Yes, and jams as well.
And
Excuse me.
shut me up. And jams.
Yes.
And jams too. All right, fantastic, folks. You are well. We have. Before we go, let me take these comments. And then we'll let everybody go. Hey, Rigo, how are you? Says, great show, great information. Super Rigo is here. What's up? Ron Foster says, 100%. Sabine says, thank you for your service, Tony. We'll check it out now. Sabine, next time we got to get you on. Christine says, love the panel. Great stories. If you do a part 2, I'll be ready. Okay, Christine. So I guess I'm going to have to sometime put together a part 2.
Yes.
Thank you for gourmet. I forgot the R. I was like, gourmet. That's not right. So fantastic. So
you spelled it right.
Okay, fantastic. I think, did I get everyone? I did. All right, guys. So thank you so very much to the panel for coming on, for humoring me, for this last minute thing that I wanted to put together to give you all shine. I'm wishing you all a multitude of millions. I'm wishing you many blessings, and everything your heart desires will come, because you all are awesome founders and just amazing people. So I wish that for you, and thank you for coming on and humbly, I'm respectfully keeping you on the panel so that you can come on again.
Thank you. Honored.
Absolutely. An Epic Analyst says this was very informative. Great job. Thank you.
Yes.
Fantastic show, says Soror Joan Balcom. Fantastic. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, you know how we do. I appreciate you. I will be back next Friday. Same bat time, same bat channel. And you know, we will end the way we always end, like this. I love you for watching. I bid you adieu. You guys, myself, and all these wonderful founders, we're going to exit stage left. Founders, stay on. I just want to talk to you all after we end. And the rest of you, I'll see you later. Cheers, guys. Oh, yeah. How about I end? Here we go. Cheers, guys. It's not.
Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities. Here we offer you. We gon' show you on your way. The content it never stays. More positive and uplifting. Once a week, the scope gifted. Let's hear it.